City gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. Today we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the Air Force Falcons taking on the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oh, the Air Force Falcons offense will get first crack at it here. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Falcons will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the UNLV Rebels offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But
breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. UNLV is coming off its best 2-year stretch in school history, but they've got a new coach, but an experienced one in Dan Mullen, who has more than 100 wins on his resume.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Reese. Dan Mullen. Like, he's inheriting a team that was very successful. They were one game away from going to the college football playoff. That's how good they were. A lot of experience, a lot of good moments in a building program.
And he's a really good mind on offense, no question about it. Very, very creative. So you expect that to continue at UNLV. And if that offense can do their thing, maybe this is a team that takes that next step.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Rebels!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down, turning it on! A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They'll run the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
This is a designed run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop in a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The Falcons line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Scanning the field, it's Orji. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Bradley. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far.
7-0.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Plows through the defense. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
The name of the game is trying to pressure the quarterback. These bootlegs do a really good job of moving the quarterback's launch point. And then guess what? Now he gets to run the football. So he gets outside the pocket, makes guys look silly with his speed, and gets big chunks of yards like it's nothing.
That's reeled in. It's Bradley. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
And the Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking for a man. It's Orji. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Rebels. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On the move. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Crosses the 40. Oh, he's got some space. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a 1st down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
And the Falcons will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Sticks it in his belly. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Johnson looking to throw. Fires downfield. Got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Hey, nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Air Force.
That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
For the extra point.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Orji. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They are really starting to build momentum, and now even the bounces are going their way.
Yeah, and it's just luck. I mean, those tend to even out throughout a game. I think really defensively, just don't get frustrated. Understand that those are going to happen. We're still going to get back in this football game.
Off play action on first down. The quick out. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. On the run, it's Thomas. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Orji. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. The option look. He'll toss it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Finding open areas. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
And the Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bradley. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking to throw, it's Orji. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
The give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They go to the wide receiver screen. That'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 48.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
On the run, it's Thomas. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Quarterback adapting. Across the 25, he's got room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Extra point.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
Man, I love that play by this quarter. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the quarterback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
Punt is on its way. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Rebels offense is back on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Right on the money. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. On target to the left. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Orji. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
He'll pull it on the read. And they can't punch it in with a first down run. And the defense has one stop. And he just had nowhere to go. Gets knocked down in the backfield as the option game not working that time.
That's been going on all game too, Reese. It almost seems like every time this guy has the ball, it's as if the defense is expecting it. They've got their eyes on him, waiting for him to tuck and run.
The give. Touchdown, Rebels. And the route is on.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Power football with the run. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the fourth.
UNLV, 31, Air Force, 7.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run play action. Grab behind the line. It's Harris. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Fires on the move. Finds space on the right. He'll work his way down to the 28.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beaten right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Harris. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Roberson. They stop him well short of the marker. It's fourth down from the 27.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Some fresh air. Breaks into the open. Into the house. Touchdown, UNLV.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Latham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's looking to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Harris. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'd hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the 3rd down aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field, but how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Looking for room, it's Thomas. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.